The apartment door creaks open. Vine drags herself in, her steps heavy and slow. She is visibly exhausted, her back slipping off her shoulder and landing on the floor. Tang is sitting on the couch, arms crossed, a deep frown etched on his face. Do you even realize what time is it? Tang tried not to, but it came out in a sharp tone. It's late, I know. I looked at him, but I was too tired to argue. She walks toward the kitchen to grab a glass of water, but her legs wobble slightly. Tang stands up, following her. Late? Wine, this is not late. It's the middle of night. I had overtime. I said, placing the glass down. Again? You have been pulling these ridiculous hours for weeks now. This is not healthy. I slightly raised my voice. I'm doing it for us, Day. For the bonus. Don't you get it? Did I ask you? Then we can't keep on living in this rental apartment. You don't even have a job right now. We have to buy a house for us. I said, turning to him, frustration creeping into my tone. Tim interrupted. His face hardens, his frustration turning into something darker. So that's it. Are you fed up with me now that I don't have a job? Mine freezes, her exhaustion battling with panic. Her eyes widen as she shakes her head quickly. No, Day, it's not like that. My vision started getting blurry. I tried to clear my vision, but it blacked out. Her voice falters and her vision starts to blur. She tries to take a step forward, but her knees buckle. Young's eyes widen in panic as she collapses. I panic seeing her collapsing in front of me. He rushes forward, catching her just before she hits the floor. He lifts her in his arm effortlessly and carries her to the bedroom. The sound of his hurried footsteps echoed in the quiet apartment. A doctor checked Wyatt, her vitals stable but her complexion pale. Young stands nearby, staring at her anxiously. She's overworked. It happened due to fatigue. She is also dehydrated and severely stressed. She needs rest, proper meal, and a lot of water. I gave her medicine, let her sleep. I'll take care of her. I nodded, sighing in relief. The doctor leaves. With Young sit beside Wyatt, brushing strands of hair from her face. Vine stirred and slowly opened her eyes. She felt heavy on her hand. She looked away and saw them holding her hand and sleeping with his head on her hand. He was sleeping while sitting on a chair beside Vine. You are awake? I felt relieved and held her hand. What happened? You fainted. The doctor said it's stress and exhaustion. Why didn't you tell me you were pushing yourself this much? Vine looks away, guilt flickering across her face. I didn't want to worry you, I said softly, and I didn't want to hurt you, but I did, didn't I? I need to tell you something, Ryan. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. It's just I was afraid. But I think I should tell you it's only right. Ryan looked back at him, confusion in her tired eyes. What is it? She placed her hand on mine, encouraging me to speak. Taeyong hesitates, his hand trembling slightly. Finally, he speaks. I lied to you. I'm not any normal office worker. Think about that. I didn't say it with that intention. I'm sorry, he interrupted. No, it's okay. I overreacted. I'm guilty here. What I'm going to say is that Mine's eyes widened, the words sinking in her like stone. I said, but it came out as a bare whisper. I didn't lose my job, Ryan. I told you that because I needed time to think, to figure out how to tell you. Ryan tried to sit up slightly despite her weakness. Why didn't you just tell me the truth? I was scared. Scared you would leave me. I wanted to protect you from this world. But every time I saw you working yourself to exhaustion, I realized hiding it was hurting you more. Ryan stares at him, her emotions swirling anger, confusion, but most of all hurt. After a long pause, you should have trusted me. Taehyung. She looked at him with hurt visible through her eyes. Taehyung hung his head low, guilt written all over his face. Did you really think my love is this weak? Did you really think like that about me? Why? But you didn't trust me. You didn't trust my love. I know and I'm sorry. I understand if you hate me for this. But why I just couldn't lose you. Why reaches out her hand finding his. She squeezed it weakly, her voice soft but firm. I don't hate you. I'm just hurt. But this is not something I can ignore. Taeyong looks at her, hope flickering in his eyes. Does that mean you'll stay? Why nods slowly. I need time, but yes, I'll stay. Taeyong pulls her into a gentle embrace, his relief palpable. The two sit in silence, the weight of their emotions settling around them. Let's get you breakfast. I'll make it. No need. My mom visited and made everything all ready. You should have woke me up. You needed rest. She said she'll visit again later. Leon took care of her all day and night. He didn't let her do anything. Vine wakes up to the sound of soft clicking. She groggily turns her head to see him setting a tray on the bedside table. He's dressed casually, but his expression is warm, a stark contrast to the previous day's tension. Good morning, beautiful. My tone was soft. Hey, what's all this? I blinked, sitting up slowly. Breakfast, and before you say anything, I made sure it's healthy. Go freshen up. Wait, I was about to stand up but stopped. Taehyung abruptly carried her, making her gasp. Taehyung, I can walk. I know, but I want to hold you close to me. Bring her closer to me, my nose slightly brushing against her. I made her stand on the bathroom floor. Come out. Breakfast getting cold. After a few minutes, Fine came out and sat on the sofa. Taehyung sat beside her. He placed the tray on the table in front of her, a bowl of oatmeal, fresh fruit, and a glass of juice. I smiled faintly, touched by the gesture. You didn't have to do this. I did. You've been overworking yourself, and today also. No work, no stress. You're spending the day with me. What do you mean? I raised an eyebrow. You'll see. Finish your breakfast first. I grinned mysteriously. I looked at him skeptically, but nodded, too tired to argue. And from now on, no more overtime. Only if you promise me no more secrets. Taeyong leaned and kissed my forehead. Deal. We both smiled. Taeyong started feeding her with his own hands. Once she was done, Taeyong made her stand, picked her again, taking her toward the walk-in wardrobe. Taeyong, I have legs. I can walk. We must not tire them. You're gonna get very tired later. Taeyong and Ryan stepped into a luxurious shopping mall. Ryan glanced around, her eyes widened. Taeyong held her hand firmly, his demeanor relaxed, with his eyes constantly flicking around, as if checking for something or someone. Tae, what are you doing here? I stopped in my tracks. Spoiling you, I shrugged casually. But no, we can't. Taeyong interrupts her by pulling her into the first boutique. The staff greets them warmly, recognizing his presence immediately. Get her whatever she likes. Ryan gaps at him, flustered. This is too much. You have been working so hard. Let me do this for you. I grinned. Despite her protest, Taeyong started picking out clothes, holding them up to her. This color would look amazing on you. And this dress? Fine hid her face in her hands, embarrassed but secretly enjoying his enthusiasm. After trying on several outfits, they left the boutique with several bags. But Taeyong is not done yet. Seriously, this is enough. You said your bag was getting old, right? Let's get you a new one. He guided her into a high-end accessory store. Ryan tries to protest, but Tim is relentless. He picked out a beautiful designer bag and a matching wallet. He picked two more bags with matching wallet as well. Tim, they're so expensive. You're going to bankrupt yourself at this rate. I laughed nervously. Do you even know who I am, sweetheart? The two sat at an outdoor cafe having their drinks and cafe. The table is piled with shopping bags. I looked at them, shaking her head in disbelief. Why, are they not enough? I still think I should have bought you more. You are impossible, you know that, and you love me for it. I smirked. Debatable. Young chuckled, reaching across the table to take her hand. His tone softened. I just want you to be happy, Ryan. You deserve the world. Ryan looked at him, her heart swelling with affection. Despite the chaos and secrets, she knew how much he cared for her. You're ridiculous, but thank you. He winked at her, his expressions playful. Anything for you. The scene fades out as the two laugh, the tension of the previous days melting away, replaced by a newfound closeness.